Rivals, Roblox's biggest FPS game. One of the few games to hit 1 million CCU. Well, actually, 967,342, but anywho, I had the bright idea to attempt to create it in 24 hours. But why? Well, recently, my aim been really bad, and I thought, if I create my own shooting game, it might help me get back my proness. Maybe this is not the most effective way of training, but hey, I get to make a cool video out of it. So, let's enter our cage, lock it up, and get ready to spend the next 24 hours struggling, surviving on nothing but beans. So without further ado, let's get started with our... In order to finish the challenge, I have 6 tasks I need to complete. Starting with task 1, the view model. If you don't know what a view model is, basically it's the arms you see when you're shooting in FPS games. And let's say my first attempt was not the best. But when I turned to R6, it looked better. This is just proof R6 is better than R15. Haha Roblox, haha. Although it technically works, later I'll be turning this game into R15 like the real rivals. So I gotta fix it. Why am I floating? The challenge just started and I'm already struggling. If I keep up this pace, this game will take 24 days, not 24 hours. And I don't have time for that. My deadline is soon. So for now, I got a first person arm system from the toolbox and called it a day. Let's mark task 1 as complete. Time for task 2, the shooting system. In Rivals, you can shoot other players, and since I'm remaking it, I want to do the same thing. I grabbed a Rivals gun model and made a button that gives you the gun for testing, but it wasn't spawning correctly, so I attempted to do it another way. I made a rig and welded the gun to the arm, so the game knows how I want it to be placed. I thought it would be the smart way to do it, but clearly not! So far, the project's been going really bad. So, I'm gonna do something I might regret. I knew that system would only cause more problems in the future, so I decided to restart, losing an hour and a half of work. But this time, I looked up how to make a view model on YouTube and found this nice simple tutorial. We got a nice view model, but now it looks a little static. Luckily, thanks to my boy Duckable, I learned about this thing called spring. Basically, it's like a real spring, it bounces stuff. I found a module in the toolbox and got to work, and for the first time in this whole challenge, it worked first try. Like, look how bouncy and jiggly this is. Just like your mom! Later in the video, I find this crazy way to make 3D models, but I might as well just show you now. This is Meshy AI, a software that lets you turn an idea into a full 3D asset in just a few steps. You start with a text or image prompt, generate the model, Mr. B6000, and then export it straight into something like Blender or Unreal. For this, I gave it an image of the rival's gun, and it turned into an actual 3D model. In like 1 minute, it made a nice gun model, which saved me so much time. And let's be honest, with no textures, it already looks amazing. You can obviously see, this has too much triangles for Roblox. Roblox wouldn't be able to handle it. And plus, there's no texture. All I'm gonna do is click remesh and turn on the triangles to 10,000. And now it's less triangles without looking any different. It also lets you adjust the texture to your own liking with ease. If you look really well, everything lines up perfectly. It does not feel random or stretched. And just like that, I have an asset ready to go. Before I continue working on the game, I want to see how powerful Meshy really is. I grabbed one of my fan arts and imported it. Yo, hold up, whoa, it's kind of fire. If you're trying to make 3D game assets and don't have the time or the budget, this makes the whole process way easier. Thanks for Meshy AI for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check it out via the link in my description.
I love Meshy AI.
Hey, shut up!
You may notice, the gun can't shoot yet. What's the point of a gun if it can't shoot? There's no point to have a gun that can't shoot. So I made my gun shoot. This was actually pretty easy, and Ollie looks like the real rivals.
Bro, what is this? Dude, what is that? Bro, what is this?
I stole some sound effects from the toolbox and threw them in my gun. You see how the rig is floating? That's because I made a huge mistake. I accidentally made the damage on the client side, so player 1 kills player 2. Player 2 only dies on player 1's screen and not on the server. So let me try to fix that. Alright bro, man, this is looking getting tiring. Let's see. Okay, it was working, but as soon as I rejoined the game, bro, what? It stopped working for some reason. What sense does that make? I swear this whole project been nothing but pain, bro. I just started it.
Bro, chill. Just eat some beans.
yes. Beans. I've been trying to fix it for the past few hours, and I think it works. Let's hope it don't break later. But that means it's time for our next task. This should be easier. The lobby. Okay, well, Rival's lobby is quite complex, and I don't think I'm gonna rebuild this in 24 hours, so we're just gonna wing it and build whatever I want. And build is what I did. Well, this turned out like crap. I think I'm gonna delete it and try again. Surprisingly, deleting my previous work gave me better results. So honestly, if your game is bad,
delete it, trust me.
the new lobby looks so much better, but there's no detail. Let's put some of that there, a little bit of that there, and some of that right there. I finished up the lobby by adding some matchmaking pads. Wait, matchmaking? That brings us to our next task, the round system. Little did I know, this would change the course of the entire video.
It works! Oh my god!
I threw in some module scripts, did a little awesomeness, and boom, we got a bare bones round system. Let's freaking go! Things are finally going good! But it feels like something is gonna go wrong. I created a simple billboard GUI that displays who's on the pad and where to stand. In case you're stupid, which you're not, but in case you are. I also added this nice subscribe button. You should totally go punch the life out of it because me and my friends are racing to 50k subscribers. And if I win, I will
give away 50k Robux.
Cap.
That boy is
I began creating the map voting system. I plan to add 3 different maps. Fairly simple due to our lack of time, but who cares? We're currently on a streak. Okay, so something went wrong. Basically, when I load into a match, it's supposed to display the map voting UI so the players can vote, but for some reason, the UI is not there. At first, I thought it was because I mistyped my remote event, but after fixing that, it still ain't work. Wait, why is there 2 screen UIs named map voting? Bro, are you kidding me? This could have saved me so much time! After fixing that minor mistake, the UI finally appears, but you can't vote. Get it? Because minors can't vote? Map voting finally works. Ignore the ugly UI. All this will change later. Right now, we gotta work on a huge problem. The actual rounds in the round system don't work. And considering the word round is in round system, this is a pretty big issue. Let me explain. In Rivals, whoever gets 5 points first wins. So I did the same thing for my game, but for some odd reason, player 1 starts with 3 kills, and player 2 starts with 0. So player 1 has to kill them twice to win, while player 2 has to kill them 5 times to win. And that ain't fair. So I literally spent hours attempting to fix it, but generally couldn't find the problem. Why?
It's okay. Just eat some beans.
So I decided to leave this how this is and come back later. Let's hope this will end up kicking me in the behind. Hour 12. We're officially halfway through the challenge and the game looks like crap. If we even want to come close to completing this challenge, we have to lock in. Time for the next task, the gun models.
Let's hope Boxy actually delivers a good package. Get it?
After importing the models, I made them work fairly easily since the game is very modular. We have this nice pistol and a knife. The knife is kind of weird, but who uses those anyway? Time to make the UI. I began with making the map voting UI look more appealing by removing the background GUI and adding some nice gradients to the text labels. Then, I opened up this interface design software called Figma and began creating the play button. When you press the play button, it teleports you to the play area. So it saved you a good 1 second if you don't feel like walking to the play area. You're welcome. Okay, that's all. Time for the maps. For the first map, I went for something inspired by the arena map. It took a second to get to my liking, but I think it turned out nice for something that was made in 5 minutes. Then I began map 2. I didn't have an idea for it, I just did stuff. Ah yes, Boxy's Lake. The best lake in the world. You can relax, go fishing, get shot by a crazy guy, relax, and you can also
Just eat some beans.
Alright, now it's time for the final map. This is the worst out of all maps. I have a headache and just want to get the challenge over with. But while playtesting, I found out you can shoot through walls.
Forgot to tell him. These beans make you really, really sleepy.
Rivals. 50k subs. 24-hour challenge? Whoa. Did I fall asleep?
Yeah, bro. Forgot to say, these beans have some side effects.
So you drugged me.
Nah, I wouldn't say I drugged you. Just made you relax.
How much time do I got left?
2 hours.
We have 2 hours left to finish this game, and I completely forgot about the broken round system. I took some screenshots of the map and then added them to the map voting. Then I made some UI that will display the current points and the round time, which took 30 minutes, leaving me for an hour and a half to fix the round system. I began working my boxes off, but I couldn't do it. Each time I fix the bug, a new one appears, and I just don't want to do it no more. I give up.
Yeah, leave it up to Duckable.
Yeah, bro. Just leave it up to Duckable.
I wanna kill that boy, no hands, I don't need none. I had killed that girl.